I'm Bear Grylls, and I'm going to show you what it takes to get out alive from some of the most dangerous places on Earth. I've got to make it through a series of challenges in the sort of places you wouldn't last a day without the right survival skills.
Hello there, Otter Grills here. I've survived encounters with the most dangerous animals on the planet, but I may have met my match here today, the sea otter. Considered by many to be the most dangerous mammal, perhaps even the most dangerous animal on the face of the planet. I'm here in sunny San Francisco, California, the only place in America where sea otters are found.
Here is some background information on hands down the Earth's most deadliest animal, the sea otter. The sea otter's scientific name, the Enhydra luthers, phylum Chordata, class Mammalia, order Carnivora, family Mustelidae, genus Enhydra.
Breathing expands and contracts the lungs, constantly refreshing the air in the tiny air sacs. Blood flows around these air sacs and absorbs oxygen and releases carbon dioxide to be exhaled. Capillaries are the tiny blood vessels that bring nutrients, including oxygen gas, to every cell in the body. They also remove waste products, including carbon dioxide gas. Sea otters have highly developed kidneys that help control the composition of bodily fluids. The kidneys of sea otters help maintain homeostasis by filtering urea from the blood, as well by excreting excess water or retaining needed water. The sea otters digest food through the mouth and they excrete it through their rectum. Their digestive system is composed of the liver and gallbladder, pancreas, and the gastrointestinal tract. The gastrointestinal tract includes the stomach, small intestine, large intestine, and the rectum.
The squares are harder than the circles. Did you give up? Can I have the square back? Good!
The sea otters swim around on their backs and dive down underwater to get the fish. When they get the fish, they rise back to the surface and place the fish on their bellies and use it as a table so they can eat the fish periodically without losing the food. They can only eat small fish. They use their mouths located on the front of their faces, and when they eat the food, it goes down their esophagus and then it goes to the stomach. After digesting the stomach, it will excrete the waste. They have high metabolism, so they eat more than 10 times a reptile their same size. The jaws are stronger than most other types of animals because they need to munch on food instead of just swallowing it. The sea otters swim around on their backs. They occasionally go on the land, but they will be in the water most of the time. When the otters walk, they don't walk like normal animals because they were made to be in the water. They hop on their hind legs and use their front legs to guide them to wherever they'd like to go. They have 4 limbs that help them move around. Mammals have evolved a variety of adaptations that aid in their movement, including a backbone that flexes both vertically and side by side.
Sea otters reproduce by internal fertilization. The male deposits sperm into a reproductive tract, fertilizing her egg. Sea otters are polygamous. Males have multiple female partners. However, temporary pair bonding occurs for a few days between a male and estrus and her mate. Mating takes place in the water and can be rough, the male biting the female on the muzzle, which often leaves scars on the nose, and sometimes holding her head underwater.
Sea otters don't breathe underwater. The only animals that can are the ones that have gills. Sea otters can hold their breath for long periods of time but must come up eventually. When the sea otters come up for breath through their noses and eyes, they must be high up to see better and breathe better. Sea otters may have a counter-current heat exchange system. Arteries and veins in the extremities are very close together. Some heat from blood traveling through the arteries is transferred to the venous brain rather to the environment. The system aids otters in conserving body heats. For the sea otters to survive, they must have a response to their aquatic environment. Sea otters can remain underwater between 6 to 8 minutes. They have extended eyes because it is a response to danger. They have dense fur to reduce the loss of body heat to the water. Sea otters often hold their feet out of the water. This behavior reduces the heat loss and their feet can absorb radiant heat from the sun. Sea otters can spend a great deal of time floating on their backs at the surface. They can move by paddling their hind limbs and sculling with their tails. For rapid swimming and for diving, they swim similarly to other otters, using up and down flicking of the body. Sea otters can reach speeds of 0.9 miles per hour on the surface and 5.6 miles per hour underwater.
The sea otters belong to the Chordata phylum. A common class within the Chordata phylum is the Mammalia class, which includes an animal such as the sea otter, squirrels, and even humans. The sea otter's closest relatives include the African speckled-throated otter, European otter, African clawless otter, and the Oriental small-clawed otter.
Sea otters are coastal, shallow water dwellers. Their habitat consists of two areas in these waters: the ocean floor where they find their food, and the ocean surface where they eat, rest, and other interactions.
That is so cute. That's so cute.
Sea otters are considered secondary consumers because they hunt urchins. They eat small fish and get eaten by larger fish such as shark.
The sea otter is the heaviest member of the family Muslidae, a diverse group that includes the 13 older otter species and animals such as weasels and badgers. It is unique among the Muslidae in not making dens or burrows, in having no functional anal scent glands, and in being able to live in its entire life without leaving the water. The only member of the genus Anhydra, the sea otter is so different from other Muslidae species that some scientists believe it was more closely related to the earless seals. Genetic analysis indicates that the sea otter and its closest extant relatives shared an ancestor approximately 5 million years ago.
Sea otters have a very close relationship with kelp. This is a mutualistic relationship because both species benefit from the interaction. The sea otters help the kelp by eating the sea urchins because if it was too big of a population of sea urchins, the kelp is in danger. The kelp in return provides the anchors for sea otters while they are sleeping and doing daily activities. The kelp forest also provides shelter for many different animals that the sea otter often interacts with only on a daily basis, like seals, fish, and the shellfish. Sea otters have very few predators, which are the bald eagle, killer whale, and the white shark.
Fun facts
With Mr. Hindukush,
and otter grills.
there is only one species of sea otter.
Sea otters live in the ocean but can also live on land.
Sea otters need to keep themselves clean. Sea otters spend hours a day grooming their fur.
Sea otters use tools such as sticks and stones.
Young sea otters can dive underwater.
Sea otters are social animals who live in rafts. Sea otters are polygamous. That means the male sea otters have multiple female partners. However, temporary pair bonding occurs for a few days. Mom, I'm working. God.
Wait, what am I supposed to say?
Sea otters have a very close relationship with kelp. What?